we're going. So I'll have to get where you land.
Come in.
Mike?
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mike. My name's Casey with ADP. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Good, good. Can I sit down here?
Yes, please, have a seat.
Awesome, awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate the time you're able to come out and just meet with me here briefly. I trust that you've got a busy day, and I don't want to use any extra time on your of your day. So we'll go ahead and get started. About how much time do we have today?
About 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, perfect. Well, you know, I did some business with Roger Mays a little while ago now, and he had some great things to say about you, and thought we might be able to, he might be able to use some of the services ADP offers here in your business, kind of incorporate those into your business. So what we're going to do to set the agenda for the meeting is I want to talk to you a little bit about your business, you know, where you're looking to go, kind of the goals and aspirations that you have, Mike, with your business, and then kind of talk a little bit about the payroll structure that you have, and then lastly kind of demo, product demonstrate what we offer in a nutshell for you. So how does that sound with the time constraints?
Sounds pretty good.
Awesome.
I think we can get it all in.
Awesome, sounds good. So just a couple of questions for you. How do you typically process your payroll?
Payroll typically will begin by starting with the gross income of everything that we've made for that month. And then we'll start breaking it down into like who sold what, who did the hourly pay rates, who gets the commission, who gets the salaries, and just so on, and so on.
Okay. And is that all done manually, or do you have any software that you use?
It's pretty much just done manually.
Manually? Okay.
Typically we hire someone to do it for us.
Gotcha. Alright. And how much time does that take for you guys to manually collect all that information, talking about all the one branch that you have in Texarkana? Or is it just about how much time, I guess, would be the
So
best?
how much time does the payroll take?
Yeah, does the payroll take for you to get it all together, do the paperwork, and then cut the checks, essentially?
It can take a pretty good chunk of time. I mean, the accountant we hire to do it, he sure isn't very cheap, so...
So you guys did hire an accountant to do the job?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As I understand it, though, Rebecca has kind of taken on that role. Is there a reason why she's having to do it and the accountant's kind of off in the backside of that?
She is more of like the person that people go to when they have problems. Like she doesn't work on the technical side of it. She's more so the face.
Okay, so she's the face. Alright. And you don't handle any payroll currently, Mike, right? You don't handle that. It's all either Rebecca or the accountant.
Yep.
About how much are you paying that accountant then to work on the just...
Well, they go by an hourly commission.
Just hourly?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. And you said about how much time again, just so that I know?
It's pretty much a full-time job for them.
Full-time job for... Now, where are you looking to do into the future, go in terms of your future with the dealership here in the area?
In the past, I owned 2 dealerships, and I liked it, and I'm thinking about doing that again.
Just branching out into another couple of branches?
Yeah, trying to expand from having more of a face and get my word out there more.
So you're looking to expand. So would it be reasonable to assume that you're going to definitely need more help on the HR side of things as you hire more people while opening up these one or two more branches, depending on how good growth is?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. And typically, about how do you access your reports? How do you go about it to access payroll reports? Is it all, does the accountant bring it up, or does Rebecca bring that up, or?
As I said, Rebecca is primarily the face, so Rebecca will bring the payrolls out, and she'll be the one that distributes the checks to us.
Okay.
But the accountant's the one that does all the math.
Okay. The accountant will do all that. So since you're looking to grow and looking to become, at least open up another branch, become even more well-known than you already are, because you've got quite the reputation as a solid businessman in the area. Would we, or could, let me rephrase that, if we were to offer you a service and product that could, number one, reduce the manually cutting the checks that Rebecca has to do, and then the accountant's manual computation using Excel sheets, would that be something that would interest you? As in terms of just time alone, we would automate that. Would that be something that would interest you?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And then does the accountant and does Rebecca, do they both need access on the go in terms of access to payroll, access to just payroll reports? Have they ever had a need where they would need instant access?
The accountant has needed to have instant access before, for like, let's say he takes a vacation, but he still needs to finish up the computation.
Okay.
But Rebecca typically doesn't need instant access.
Okay. Cool. So, ADP, have you heard a little bit about it at all, or what have you heard?
I'm actually not very familiar with it, tell you the truth.
Okay. Well, ADP, what we do, I like to think of myself as a small business specialist, and ADP actually helps out small businesses. We help over 200,000 small businesses about your size to achieve their goals and dreams. And with that said, how does that that reputation sound to you in terms of liability, credibility? How does that sound to you?
It sounds pretty good, I guess.
To be working with someone, at least of that caliber, right?
Yeah.
So, the product that we offer and the service we provide mainly is human resources, essentially to help you write job descriptions and to manage labor compliance, and also payroll. So what I'd like to do now is just show you this product demonstration that I have here, and this is a typical payroll process that you would use every time payroll would come around. And what it is it puts your whole payroll process to about 3 to 5 clicks.
Oh wow.
Okay, so here is, and this is all online. Right here is the beginning process. It's like the home screen. I've actually gone into where you would enter your payroll for each of your employees. So here you have Adams, Jones, Victoria, Lynn, Nichols, Nick, and John, and what their rate is, their hours, etc. So if you go ahead and click the next here using the laptop pad. Alright, now we've got one exception. Let me just go ahead and click on to preview the payroll for you. Now it's generating the payroll. Okay, so that was only like 3 clicks there. So now we're at the review, and look at what it's just done here. It just calculated the amount of cash needed on hand to make payroll for this period. And it also will tell you what the check date will be, and then you can see the breakdown of each employee. So how does that strike you?
That strikes me as very interesting, because then I think that would be extremely helpful for Rebecca, and maybe we wouldn't have to hire the accountant.
So we're
quite
talking
so
about
much.
eliminating the accountant's position here,
Mhm.
which would save you countless in terms of dollars and cents, and then time and the opportunity cost there. So I'm just going to click the approve button there in the far corner,
Mhm.
and just like that, it'll be generating the checks in this step here, and you can electronically deposit or manually. 80 people take care of that. But literally as simple as that, you've just processed payroll for that period.
Wow.
So how does that sound in terms of the automated process?
That
Look to
sounds very interesting. Like,
Okay. So now that we've kind of shown you a little bit about this product, the next step typically is I come in with a couple of people and we do a training session to kind of get you guys acquainted with the software. And that is really the next step. So is that something you would be willing to do? To kind of etch in a time here with your schedule to take a look at putting this into your system here?
yeah, probably, but it would probably be me, and then we also have Rebecca, because Rebecca would be dealing with the payroll, so
Yeah,
she would be the one that would need to get most acquainted with this system software.
for sure. When's a good time that both you and Rebecca are both free to at least start the process of putting this onto your guys' computers and systems?
Well, this week we've been pretty busy with sales and everything.
So would next week at like midweek work? Is that kind of your slow period, midweek?
I think that'll work.
So let's say Wednesday afternoons or mornings? Which one?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. So like
Afternoon.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, that should work.
All right, sounds good. So afternoon, Wednesday the 22nd, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. That'll work. I've got it down in my planner, and what I'll do is I'll send you a follow-up email, and I'll carbon copy Rebecca into it, letting you know that you've agreed to kind of move forward with setting up a training session here with us. So,
Okay.
sound fair?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Well, hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, and you have a good day. And hopefully, you guys will do well in the sales for today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. And we'll get with the program here and get you set up, ready to go here within a week, hopefully. Because today's
Yeah.
like Wednesday, so
Yeah.
hopefully within a week.
All right, see you then.
Thank you.
Yeah.